In this video, I will show you how to resolve common issues with the Paddle Battle build project. As with all debugging, it is important that students look for their own errors. Debugging is a huge part of game building and STEM. Using the engineer design cycle will help to improve the game as well as train students to become problem solvers. The first common error involves layers. This game has multiple layers for building the look of the game. You can find the layers over on the right side of your screen. If for some reason you cannot see the layers, check your view and be sure that the project bar is checked. Your view is up here at the top, and here my project bar is checked so I can see my project bar over here on the side. Then look at the bottom and you will see the different tabs: Objects, Tile Map, Projects, and Layers. Click on the layers and you'll see we have multiple ones for this game. The layers need to be in the correct order in order for the game to work. Each layer needs to be transparent. Let's look up here at Game Objects and then look over on the left at Properties and you will see transparent, yes. If it's no, just go ahead and click there and make it yes. You could see by that when I clicked on no how we could not see any of the other layers. We could only see this Game Objects layer. So we need to make sure that's transparent, as well as scoring and scoreboard. The only one that is not transparent is the background. That one is no. Oftentimes students miss making the layers transparent, and then that causes the error you saw. Also be sure that the object is placed on the correct layer. If it's on the wrong layer, simply highlight it, then look over here to the left in the Properties bar and you'll see the layer. This one is on the Game Objects layer, but if it was supposed to be on the scoring, you could just pick that, or you could pick the scoreboard, whichever one it needed to be on. The layers are listed over there on the left and they can just choose the right one. If the students are trying to make changes to the background and they're unable to, check to be sure that it is unlocked. Right now it's locked. With it locked, nothing can be moved or added to that layer. So if their background was off, or if they added something accidentally to the background and then they clicked lock, they would not be able to move it. So they would have to unlock it just by clicking on that little lock, and then they can lock it when they're done again. Next is the ball itself. If it appears to be glitchy or it jumps around, the issue is often with the origin point. So to fix this error, just double click on the ball and you'll see it brings up the image editor here. In order to check where the origin point is, you need to click on this origin icon, and you will see here that it is not in the middle of the ball. So that will cause the movement to be glitchy. You can either click in the middle with your crosshairs, or if you want to make sure it's in the exact middle, right click on that origin point, choose Quick Assign, and then choose Middle. And that will take care of any glitches in the ball. Last is with scoring. If the wrong player gets the score, the error is in the game events. So let's take a look at the game events and look here at line 9. The event is if the ball collides with the left wall. If it does, let's go back to the game here. If it collides with this left wall, that means over here, the orange one, player number 2 should get the score. So add 1 to player 2 score. Often, since this is the left wall is the player 1, students make a mistake and put player 1 over here because that's what they've been working with, and then player 1 gets the score. So the left wall should be player 2, and then the right wall should be player 1. So check those two events if the wrong person is getting the score. Those are the most common errors made in Paddle Battle. As always, encourage students to problem solve and maybe find a partner to compare games with in order to find their errors.